Welcome back to the Top Liberty Coins. Today we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating and mysterious topics in coin collecting history, the legendary Liberty coins, especially the iconic 1964 issues that collectors and treasure hunters are still chasing today. Imagine holding a coin in your hand that looks simple, maybe even ordinary, but in reality it could be worth thousands, even millions of dollars. That is the magic of Liberty coins. These coins are not just metal, they are pieces of history, stories frozen in time, and for some lucky people, life-changing discoveries. Let's begin by understanding what Liberty coins actually are. The term Liberty refers to coins that feature Lady Liberty, a symbol of freedom and strength in American coinage. Over the years, many different Liberty designs were created, each with its own unique style and story. Some of the most famous include the Walking Liberty, Seated Liberty, and the Barber Liberty coins. Each one reflects a different era in history, capturing the spirit of its time. Now let's talk about the year that has captured the imagination of collectors around the world, 1964. This year is incredibly important because it marked the end of an era for silver coins in the United States. In 1964, many coins were still made with 90% silver, but after that, the composition changed dramatically. That means any Liberty coin from 1964 has intrinsic value just because of the silver content, but that is only the beginning. The real excitement comes from rare variations, mint errors, and limited production runs. Some 1964 Liberty coins were struck in very small numbers, and others have unique features that make them incredibly valuable. For example, certain coins from specific mints, like Denver or Philadelphia, can be worth far more than others depending on their condition and rarity. Condition is everything in the world of coin collecting. A coin that looks worn and used might only be worth its silver value, but a coin that has been preserved in near-perfect condition can be worth thousands. Collectors use grading systems to determine a coin's condition, and even the smallest details can make a huge difference in price. Now imagine this. You find a 1964 Liberty coin in your old collection or even in your daily change. At first glance, it might not seem special, but after closer inspection, you notice something unusual. Maybe the date looks slightly different, or the design appears sharper than usual. These small details could indicate a rare variety or even a mint error, which could increase the value dramatically. Some rare Liberty coins have sold for incredible amounts of money. While not every coin will reach such extreme values, there are documented cases where collectors have paid tens of thousands of dollars for a single rare piece. The idea of a coin being worth hundreds of thousands or even approaching $1 million might sound unbelievable, but in the world of numismatics, it is not impossible. Let's talk about why these coins are so valuable. First, there is rarity. Coins that were produced in small quantities or have survived in limited numbers are always in high demand. Second, there is historical significance. Coins from important years, like 1964, carry a story that collectors want to own. Third, there is condition. As mentioned earlier, the better the condition, the higher the value. Another important factor is demand. The more collectors are interested in a particular coin, the higher the price will go. Liberty coins have a strong following, and their popularity continues to grow as more people discover the hobby of coin collecting. Now here is something that might surprise you. Some of the most valuable coins are not perfect. In fact, errors can make a coin even more valuable. Double strikes, off-center designs, and missing details can turn an ordinary coin into a rare collectible. These mistakes happen during the minting process, and instead of being discarded, some of these coins ended up in circulation. The thrill of finding one of these rare coins is what keeps collectors searching. Every coin has the potential to be something special, and that sense of mystery is what makes this hobby so exciting. If you are wondering how to identify a valuable Liberty coin, there are a few things you should look for. Check the date carefully, especially if it is 1964. Look at the mint mark, which is usually a small letter indicating where the coin was made. Examine the condition of the coin, paying attention to details like scratches, wear, and shine. And most importantly, look for anything unusual or different. It is also a good idea to compare your coin with verified examples or consult with experts. There are many resources available, including online communities, coin dealers, and professional grading services. These can help you determine the true value of your coin. Now let's talk about the market. The value of coins can change over time based on factors like silver prices, collector demand, and overall economic conditions. This means that a coin that is worth a certain amount today could be worth even more in the future. That is why many collectors see coins not just as a hobby, but as an investment. The story of Liberty coins is not just about money. It is about history, art, and the excitement of discovery. Each coin has a story to tell, and by collecting them, you become a part of that story. Imagine building your own collection of Liberty coins, each one carefully selected and preserved. Over time, your collection could grow in both value and significance. And who knows, you might even discover a rare piece that changes your life. As we come to the end of this journey, remember that the world of coin collecting is full of possibilities. Whether you are a beginner or an experienced collector, there is always something new to learn and discover. So next time you come across a coin, take a closer look. It might just be a hidden treasure waiting to be found. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into Liberty coins and their incredible value, make sure to stay tuned to Coins for more amazing stories, tips, and discoveries. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating and mysterious topics in coin collecting history, the legendary Liberty coins, with special focus on the 1969 D issue, a coin that has sparked curiosity, rumors, and excitement among collectors across the world. Imagine holding a simple coin in your hand, something that looks ordinary at first glance. But what if that small piece of metal could be worth thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars? Sounds unbelievable, right? Yet this is exactly why coin collecting is one of the most thrilling hobbies ever. The Liberty design has always been a symbol of freedom, strength, and identity in American coinage. Over the years, coins featuring Liberty have become some of the most collected and valuable pieces in numismatic history. From the early flowing hair designs to the later seated and walking Liberty versions, each carries a story, not just of money, but of a nation's evolution. Now let's talk about 1969, specifically the 1969 D coin. The D mint mark stands for Denver Mint, one of the major U.S. coin production facilities. Coins minted here often have unique characteristics that collectors look for: slight variations, minting errors, or limited production runs. At first glance, a 1969 D coin might not seem special. Many were produced, and most are still only worth face value. But here's where things get interesting. Certain rare variations and errors from that year can make a coin incredibly valuable. Collectors are always searching for coins with double dies, off-center strikes, or unusual markings. These tiny imperfections, which were once considered flaws, are now treasures. There have been reports and listings claiming extremely high values for certain Liberty-related coins, sometimes even reaching figures like $787,976.48. Now, it's important to understand that not every coin will reach this level. Values depend on condition, rarity, demand, and authenticity. A coin in mint state condition, untouched and perfectly preserved, can be worth exponentially more than one that has been circulated for years. The history behind these coins adds even more depth. During the late 1960s, the United States was going through major changes, politically, socially, and economically. Coin production was high, but quality control sometimes allowed unique errors to slip through. These errors are what collectors hunt today. One of the most famous types of valuable coins from around this era is the double die coin. This happens when the coin is struck more than once but slightly misaligned, creating a shadow-like effect on the lettering or design. If you ever come across a 1969 coin with unusual doubling, especially on the words or numbers, you might be looking at something extremely rare. Another factor that increases value is grading. Professional grading companies examine coins under magnification and assign them a grade based on condition. The difference between a coin graded MS-60 and MS-65 can mean hundreds or even thousands of dollars in value difference. Collectors also pay close attention to luster, strike quality, and surface preservation. A coin that still shines like new, with no scratches or wear, is considered highly desirable. Even tiny details like the sharpness of Liberty's features or the clarity of the mint mark can make a huge difference. There's also the excitement of discovery. Many valuable coins are still out there, hidden in old collections, piggy banks, or even everyday change. People have found rare coins in the most unexpected places, flea markets, garage sales, or inherited collections. The idea that a simple coin could change your life is what keeps collectors searching. And the 1969 D coin remains a topic of discussion because of its potential. While not every coin from that year is valuable, the possibility that one might be keeps the excitement alive. If you're interested in checking your own coins, start by looking closely at the date and mint mark. Use a magnifying glass and examine the details. Look for anything unusual, doubling, misprints, or off-center designs. These small differences can be the key to a big discovery. Storage is also important. If you think you have a valuable coin, avoid touching it with bare hands. Oils from your skin can damage the surface. Keep it in a protective holder and consider having it evaluated by a professional. The world of Liberty coins is vast and full of surprises. From historical significance to hidden value, each coin tells a story waiting to be uncovered. The 1969 D coin is just one example of how something ordinary can become extraordinary, and that's what makes coin collecting so powerful. It's not just about money. It's about history, mystery, and the thrill of the hunt. So next time you see a coin, don't ignore it. Take a closer look. Because you never know, you might be holding a small piece of history worth a fortune. Stay tuned to Coins for more incredible stories, rare. Today we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating and mysterious pieces in the world of coin collecting, the legendary 1974 D Liberty coin. This coin is not just a simple piece of metal. It carries history, rarity, collector obsession, and in some cases, shocking market values that can change someone's life overnight. Imagine holding a coin in your hand that looks ordinary at first glance, something you might even ignore in your pocket. But what if that same coin could be worth thousands, or even hundreds of thousands of dollars depending on condition, rarity, and unique features? That is exactly what makes Liberty coins so exciting, especially the 1974 D. The Liberty design itself has always symbolized freedom, strength, and identity. For decades, coins featuring Liberty have captured the attention of collectors worldwide. The design usually shows Lady Liberty in a powerful stance, representing independence and hope. Over time, different versions of Liberty coins were minted, but not all were created equal. Some years, like 1974, hold special importance due to minting variations, errors, and limited high-grade survival pieces. Now let's talk about the 1974 D coin. The D mint mark means it was produced at the Denver Mint. Millions of coins were struck that year, so you might think it's common and not worth much. But here's where things get interesting. While many of these coins are indeed common, a tiny fraction of them exist in exceptional condition or contain rare minting errors. These are the coins collectors fight for. Condition is everything in coin collecting. A worn-out 1974 D coin might only be worth face value or slightly more. But a coin graded in near-perfect or mint-state condition can jump in value dramatically. Coins graded MS65, MS66, or higher are where serious money begins. And when you find one with a rare error, such as double die, off-center strike, or unusual metal composition, the value can skyrocket. There have been cases where rare Liberty coins have reached astonishing prices in auctions. While the exact number, like $787,976.47, might sound unbelievable, it reflects the reality that ultra-rare coins in pristine condition can achieve life-changing prices. These values depend on rarity, demand, certification, and collector competition. The history behind the 1974 coin also plays a role in its value. The 1970s were a time of transition in coin production. The U.S. Mint was adjusting metal compositions and improving minting technology. During this period, small inconsistencies occurred, and these inconsistencies are exactly what collectors search for today. One of the biggest factors that increases value is error coins. Imagine a coin where the design appears slightly doubled, or the strike is not centered correctly. These are not mistakes in the eyes of collectors. They are treasures. A 1974 Liberty coin with a clear error can be worth hundreds or thousands of dollars depending on how rare and visible the error is. Another key factor is demand. The Liberty design is one of the most beloved in coin history. Because of this, collectors from all over the world are constantly searching for better and rarer versions. When demand is high and supply is limited, prices naturally rise. If you are wondering whether you might already have one of these coins, now is the time to check. Look carefully at the date, the mint mark, and the condition. Use a magnifying glass if possible. Pay attention to details like scratches, shine, and sharpness of the design. Even small differences can mean big money. Professional grading is also very important. Coins that are certified by grading companies often sell for much higher prices because buyers trust their authenticity and condition. If you believe you have a rare 1974 coin, getting it graded could be the best decision you make. The market for coins is always changing. Prices go up and down depending on collector interest, economic conditions, and new discoveries. What might be worth a few dollars today could be worth much more in the future. That's why collectors always say never ignore old coins. There is also an emotional side to coin collecting. It's not just about money. It's about holding history in your hands. Every coin has a story. Where it was minted, who used it, how it survived over the years. The 1974 Liberty coin is part of that story, connecting us to a different time. Some collectors spend years searching for the perfect coin. Others get lucky and find one unexpectedly. That's the beauty of this hobby. Anyone can start, and anyone can discover something valuable. If you are serious about collecting, learning is key. Study different coin types, understand grading systems, and keep up with market trends. The more knowledge you have, the better your chances of spotting a rare coin. And remember, not every valuable coin looks special at first. Sometimes the most valuable coins are hiding in plain sight, mixed in with everyday change. That's why attention to detail is so important. The 1974 Liberty coin continues to attract attention because of its potential. While most are common, the rare versions are highly sought after. These rare pieces remind us that even in mass production, uniqueness can exist. So next time you come across an old coin, don't ignore it. Take a closer look. It might just be one of those hidden treasures waiting to be discovered. Stay tuned to Coins for more deep dives into rare coins, hidden values, and incredible stories from the world of numismatics. Because you never know, the next coin you find could change everything. Today we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating and mysterious topics in the world of coin collecting: the legendary Liberty coins, their history, their hidden value, and the shocking truth about rare pieces that have sold for unbelievable prices reaching into the hundreds of thousands and even close to the figure you see on screen right now, $787,976.44. Stay with me because what you are about to hear might completely change how you look at old coins forever. Imagine holding a small piece of metal in your hand, something that looks ordinary, worn out, maybe even forgotten in a drawer, and then discovering that it could be worth more than a luxury car, a house, or even a lifetime of savings. This is exactly what has happened to collectors around the world with rare Liberty coins. Liberty coins are not just currency, they are a symbol of freedom, history, and artistry. The image of Lady Liberty has appeared on many coins throughout American history, representing hope, independence, and strength. Each design tells a story and each year carries its own secrets. Now let us talk about the 1978 coins, because many people believe that modern coins cannot be valuable, but that is not always true. While most 1978 coins are common and only worth their face value, there are rare varieties, mint errors, and special conditions that can make certain coins extremely valuable. In 1978, the United States Mint produced several coins, including the Lincoln penny, Jefferson nickel, Roosevelt dime, Washington quarter, and Kennedy $50. These coins were made in large numbers, but hidden among millions are rare pieces that collectors are constantly searching for. The value of a coin depends on several key factors: rarity, condition, demand, and unique features. A coin in perfect uncirculated condition can be worth many times more than one that has been used every day. Even a tiny difference in minting can turn an ordinary coin into a collector's dream. For example, error coins are one of the most exciting. Discoveries: these include double strikes, off-center designs, missing letters, or unusual metal compositions. A 1978 coin with a rare mint error can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on how unique it is. Now let us connect this to Liberty coins, because when people say Liberty coins they often refer to older designs that feature Lady Liberty, such as the Morgan dollar, Peace dollar, Walking Liberty, Half dollar, and Liberty head coins. These are some of the most iconic and valuable coins ever produced. The Morgan dollar, first minted in the late 1800s, is one of the most popular Liberty coins among collectors. Its beautiful design and silver content make it highly desirable. Some rare Morgan dollars have sold for hundreds of thousands of dollars, especially those in perfect condition or with rare mint marks. The Walking Liberty half dollar is another masterpiece. Its design is so admired that it was later used for the American Silver Eagle coin. This coin represents strength and beauty, and high-grade examples can reach very high prices in the market. Now here is where things get really interesting. Some Liberty coins have sold for astonishing amounts due to their rarity and historical significance. Certain coins have reached values close to or even exceeding hundreds of thousands of dollars. When collectors compete for a rare piece, the price can skyrocket. So how does a coin reach a value like $787,976.44? It comes down to extreme rarity, perfect preservation, historical importance, and strong demand. If only a few examples of a coin exist and collectors are willing to pay for it, the price can reach incredible levels. Another important factor is grading. Professional grading services examine coins and assign them a condition score. Coins with the highest grades are extremely rare and valuable. A small difference in grade can mean thousands of dollars in price difference. Now let us bring this back to you. Many people unknowingly own valuable coins. They sit in jars, drawers, or old collections passed down through generations without proper knowledge. These treasures can easily be overlooked. If you have coins from 1978 or older Liberty designs, it is worth taking a closer look. Check for unusual details, sharpness of design, and mint marks. Coins with an SD or no mint mark can have different values depending on their rarity. Also pay attention to the condition. A shiny, well-preserved coin without scratches can be worth much more than a worn one. Even common coins can become valuable if they are in near perfect condition. The coin market is always changing. Prices rise and fall based on demand. Silver and gold prices and collector interest. What might seem ordinary today could become highly valuable in the future. That is why collectors never stop searching. Every coin tells a story and every discovery brings excitement. The thrill of finding a rare coin is something that keeps people hooked for years. Imagine finding a coin in your collection that turns out to be worth thousands or even close to that massive figure we mentioned earlier. It is not impossible. It has happened before and it could happen again. So before you ignore that old coin, take a moment to examine it, look closely, study its details, and do some research. You might be holding something truly special. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Liberty coins and the hidden value of 1978 coins, make sure to subscribe to Coins for more amazing stories, tips, and discoveries from the world of rare coins. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating and talked about coins in the collecting world, the legendary Liberty coin, with a special focus on the 1976 issue and its current market value. This is not just a coin. This is a story of history, mystery, rarity, and the possibility that something small in your pocket could be worth a fortune. Imagine holding a coin that looks ordinary at first glance. You've probably seen similar ones countless times. But what if that simple piece of metal carries a hidden value reaching into hundreds of thousands, even millions of dollars? That's exactly what makes Liberty coins so exciting. They are not just currency, they are artifacts of time. The Liberty design has been one of the most iconic symbols in coin history. The image of Lady Liberty represents freedom, hope, and the spirit of a nation. Over the years, this design has appeared on many different coins, each with its own unique story and value. Some are common, while others are extremely rare and highly sought after by collectors around the world. Now let's talk about the year 1976. This year is incredibly special in American coin history. It marked the bicentennial celebration, meaning 200 years of independence. To honor this milestone, special coins were minted with unique designs. These coins were not just made for spending, they were created to celebrate history. The 1976 Liberty-related coins, especially those connected to bicentennial releases, gained massive attention. While millions were produced, only a small number have unique features that make them extremely valuable today. These include minting errors, rare finishes, and coins preserved in near-perfect condition, collectors are always searching for these rare variations. A tiny detail, something most people would never notice, can increase a coin's value dramatically. For example, a slight misprint, a double strike, or even a difference in metal composition can turn an ordinary coin into a collector's dream. Now let's get into the numbers that everyone is curious about. The market value of Liberty coins varies widely. A regular 1976 coin might only be worth a few dollars. But rare versions? That's where things get exciting. Some rare Liberty coins have sold for tens of thousands. Others have crossed into six figures. And in extreme cases, certain coins have reached values close to or even beyond $700,000 depending on rarity, demand, and condition. When you hear figures like $787,000 or more, it might sound unbelievable. But in the world of coin collecting, it's very real. The key factors that determine value include rarity, condition, demand, and historical significance. Condition is one of the most important aspects. Coins that have never been circulated, meaning they were never used in daily transactions, are far more valuable. These are often graded by professionals and sealed in protective cases. A high-grade coin can be worth many times more than the same coin in worn condition. Another major factor is mint errors. These mistakes happen during production and are incredibly rare. Because they are unintentional, collectors value them highly. Imagine a coin with a doubled image, an off-center strike, or missing details. These imperfections make the coin unique, and uniqueness drives value. The history behind Liberty coins adds another layer of fascination. These coins reflect different eras, economic conditions, and artistic styles. Each design tells a story about the time it was created. Holding one is like holding a piece of history in your hand. Over the years, the demand for rare coins has grown significantly. More people are entering the world of collecting, not just as a hobby but also as an investment. Coins are seen as tangible assets, something you can physically own. Unlike digital investments, the market for Liberty coins is constantly changing. Prices can rise quickly as demand increases. Auctions often see intense competition, with collectors willing to pay huge amounts to secure a rare piece. This is where those shocking price tags come from, but here's the most exciting part. Many valuable coins are still out there, hidden in plain sight. They could be in old collections, forgotten drawers, or even in everyday circulation. People often overlook them because they don't know what to look for. So what should you do if you want to find one of these treasures? Start by examining your coins carefully. Look for unusual features. Pay attention to the year, mint mark, and overall condition. Even small differences can make a big impact. Learning about coins is the first step. The more you know, the better your chances of spotting something valuable. It's not just luck, it's knowledge combined with observation. Another important tip is to never clean your coins. Cleaning can damage the surface and reduce value significantly. Even if a coin looks dirty, it's better to leave it as it is and have it evaluated by an expert. Professional grading services play a big role in determining value. They assess the condition and authenticity of coins. A certified coin is more trusted in the market and often sells for higher prices. Let's not forget the emotional side of collecting. For many people, coins are more than just money. They are connections to the past. They carry stories, memories, and a sense of discovery. Finding a rare coin can be an unforgettable experience. The Liberty coin, especially from significant years like 1976, represents a perfect blend of history and opportunity. It's a reminder that value isn't always obvious. Sometimes, the most ordinary-looking objects hold extraordinary worth. As we move forward, the interest in rare coins continues to grow. New collectors are entering the market, and experienced ones are always searching for the next big find. This keeps the market active and exciting. So next time you come across an old coin, don't ignore it. Take a closer look. That small piece of metal could be worth far more than you think. It could be a hidden treasure waiting to be discovered. This is why the world of Liberty coins is so captivating. It combines history, mystery, and the thrill of the hunt. Whether you're a beginner or an experienced collector, there's always something new to learn and discover. Stay curious, keep searching, and remember, the next valuable coin could already be in your possession. Today we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating and mysterious topics in the world of numismatics, the legendary Liberty coins, their history, their hidden secrets, and the unbelievable prices they can reach in today's market. Some collectors believe certain rare Liberty coins can be worth thousands, even millions of dollars, and there are stories circulating about values reaching extraordinary figures like $78,797,643. But how true is that, and what makes these coins so special? Let's begin by understanding what Liberty coins actually are. The term Liberty coin refers to a wide range of United States coins that feature Lady Liberty, a symbol of freedom, strength, and national identity. These coins were minted over many decades, appearing on designs such as the Morgan dollar, Peace dollar, Walking Liberty half dollar, and Liberty head coins. Each design carries its own historical importance and artistic beauty, making them highly desirable among collectors worldwide. Now imagine holding a coin that was minted over a century ago, a coin that passed through countless hands, witnessed wars, economic changes, and the rise of modern civilization. That is the emotional and historical value behind Liberty coins. But beyond history, their financial value is what truly excites collectors and investors. Let's talk about the year 1981, which is often misunderstood in coin collecting discussions. In 1981, the United States Mint did not produce traditional circulating Liberty design coins like the older classics. However, collectors often associate this year with proof sets and modern coinage. These coins themselves are generally not extremely valuable unless they contain rare errors or are in perfect graded condition, but here is where things get interesting. Sometimes, coins from common years like 1981 can become extremely valuable due to minting errors. These errors can include double strikes, off-center designs, missing elements, or unusual metal compositions. A rare error coin from 1981 could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on its uniqueness and condition. Now let's move to the real treasures, the classic Liberty coins that dominate the high-end market. Coins like the Morgan silver dollar from the late 1800s or the Walking Liberty half dollar from the early 1900s can reach incredible values. Their worth depends on several key factors. First is rarity. If only a small number of coins were minted or survived over time, their value increases dramatically. Second is condition. Coins are graded on a scale, and even a small difference in grade can mean thousands of dollars in value difference. Third is demand. Some Liberty coins are highly sought after because of their design, history, or popularity among collectors. Fourth is mint mark. Coins minted in certain locations like Carson City are often more valuable due to limited production. Now let's talk about the dream scenario every collector hopes for, finding a rare Liberty coin worth a fortune. There are known cases where Liberty coins have sold for hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars at auctions. These coins are usually in near-perfect condition, extremely rare, and verified by professional grading services. The number $78,797,643 sounds massive, and while it may not reflect the typical market value of Liberty coins, it represents the excitement and imagination within the coin collecting world. Some coins have indeed sold for multi-million-dollar prices, but reaching tens of millions is extremely rare and usually linked to one-of-a-kind historical pieces. So what is the current market saying about Liberty coins today? The market for rare coins is stronger than ever. With increasing interest in tangible assets, many investors are turning to coins as a way to preserve wealth. Silver and gold content also play a role in value, especially during times of economic uncertainty. Collectors are actively searching for rare Liberty coins in auctions, coin shops, estate sales, and even pocket change. Yes, it is still possible to find valuable coins in circulation, though it is rare. If you are interested in starting your own collection, here are some simple tips. Always check the date and mint mark carefully. Look for unusual features or errors. Store your coins properly to maintain condition. Consider professional grading for valuable finds. Do your research before buying or selling, and most importantly, be patient. Coin collecting is not just about money, it is about history, discovery, and passion. Now imagine this: you find an old coin in a drawer, dusty and forgotten. You take a closer look and notice the image of liberty. You check the date, the mint mark, the condition. Could it be rare? Could it be valuable? Could it change your life? That mystery, that excitement, that possibility is what makes Liberty coins so captivating. The journey of a coin from minting to becoming a collector's treasure is incredible. It passes through time, survives generations, and eventually finds its way into the hands of someone who truly appreciates its value. So whether you are a beginner or an experienced collector, Liberty coins offer something special. They are more than just metal, they are stories, they are history, they are hidden treasures waiting to be discovered. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Liberty coins and want more amazing content about rare coins, hidden treasures, and market values, make sure to subscribe to Coins and stay tuned for more exciting videos. Today we dive deep into one of the most talked about pieces among collectors, the 1984 Liberty coin. A coin many people overlook, but one that has sparked curiosity, rumors, and serious market attention. And by the end of this story, you might start looking at your own pocket change very differently. Let's begin with the idea of Liberty on coins. Liberty is not just a word, it's a symbol deeply rooted in American identity. For centuries, liberty has appeared on coins as a representation of freedom, independence, and strength. From early silver dollars to modern pennies, the image and name of liberty have always carried value beyond just money. Now fast forward to 1984. The United States Mint was producing coins in large numbers, and the Denver Mint, marked with a small D on coins, played a major role. Millions of coins were released that year, including pennies, nickels, dimes, and quarters. At first glance, nothing seemed unusual. But in the world of coin collecting, the smallest detail can change everything. The 1984 D coin, especially the Lincoln cent, has become a point of interest due to certain rare variations and minting errors. These are not coins you can easily spot unless you know exactly what to look for. Some have doubling in the design, a slight shadow-like effect on letters or numbers. Others may have off-center strikes or unusual surface textures. These tiny imperfections are not mistakes in the eyes of collectors, they are treasures. Now let's talk about value. Most 1984 D coins are worth only their face value. Just 1 cent. But rare versions, especially those with clear mint errors, can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on condition. And in extreme cases, when a coin is perfectly preserved and extremely rare, values can skyrocket to unbelievable levels. There have been claims and listings online suggesting values like $787,976.42. While such numbers are extremely rare and often exaggerated for attention, they reflect something important: the potential. The idea that a simple coin could one day be worth a fortune keeps collectors searching every single day. Condition plays a massive role in this. A coin that has never been used, never scratched, and kept in perfect mint condition is far more valuable than one that has been in circulation for years. These are called uncirculated coins or mint state coins, and they are graded carefully by professionals. Grading can take a coin from being worth a few dollars to thousands. A difference so small you might not even notice with your eyes can mean everything in the market. Another important factor is demand. Coin collecting is not just about rarity, it's also about how many people want that specific coin. When collectors compete for a rare piece, prices can rise very quickly. Auctions become intense, and coins can sell for far more than expected. The history behind the coin also adds emotional and cultural value. The 1984 coin represents a time period, a moment in economic and political history. For some collectors, owning such a coin is like owning a piece of the past. And here's something fascinating: many valuable coins are still out there, hidden in everyday life. In jars, drawers, old wallets, or passed down from family members. People spend them without knowing what they have. That's why experts always say, check your coins carefully, look at the date. Look for the mint mark. Examine the details closely. Use a magnifying glass if you can. Because one small detail could change everything. The story of the 1984 Liberty coin is not just about money, it's about discovery, curiosity, and the thrill of the hunt. It reminds us that value is not always obvious. Sometimes, it's hidden in the smallest places. So next time you receive change, don't ignore it. Take a closer look. Because you never know, that tiny coin in your hand could be part of a much bigger story. Welcome to the world of coin collecting, where history meets mystery, and ordinary becomes extraordinary. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating worlds in numismatics, Liberty coins. These coins are not just metal. They are stories frozen in time. From the moment the first Liberty design appeared in American coinage, it symbolized freedom, strength, and the identity of a growing nation. The iconic Lady Liberty figure became one of the most recognized images in coin history, appearing in different forms across decades. Now let's talk about something that makes hearts race: value. Some Liberty coins today are worth far more than their original face value. We are not talking about a few dollars, we are talking about prices reaching into the hundreds of thousands, even close to massive figures like $787,976 and beyond, depending on rarity, condition, and demand. One of the most legendary examples is the St. Gaudens double eagle. This coin is often called one of the most beautiful coins ever made. Designed with stunning detail, Lady Liberty is shown walking forward with a torch and olive branch, symbolizing enlightenment and peace. Some rare versions of this coin have sold for millions, making them a dream for collectors. Then there is the Liberty head nickel. Only a few of these coins exist in the world. Imagine that, just a handful. Because of that extreme rarity, their value skyrockets. One of these coins has been sold for over $3 million in auctions, but here's where things get even more interesting. Not every valuable Liberty coin is extremely rare. Some coins become valuable because of their condition. A coin graded in perfect or near perfect condition can be worth hundreds of times more than the same coin in worn condition. This is why collectors pay close attention to grading systems like MS-65 or MS-70. Now let's explore the market today. The coin market is constantly changing. Prices go up and down depending on demand, economic conditions, and collector interest. Right now, Liberty coins remain one of the strongest segments in the collectible coin market. Gold Liberty coins especially are gaining attention because they combine both historical value and precious metal value. For example, a common Liberty coin might be worth a few $100s, but a rare mint error, limited mintage, or historical significance can push that value to unbelievable levels. Some coins that were once ignored are now being rediscovered and sold for tens of thousands of dollars. Another fascinating piece is the Walking Liberty half-dollar. This coin is loved not just for its silver content but for its artistic design. Lady Liberty walking toward the sunrise represents hope and a new beginning. High-grade versions of this coin can reach impressive prices in today's market. History plays a huge role in value. Coins minted during important periods, wars, economic changes, or limited production years, often become more valuable over time. Each scratch, each detail, tells a story of where that coin has been. Now think about this: how many people might still have valuable Liberty coins without even knowing it? Old collections, inherited boxes, forgotten drawers, treasures could be hiding anywhere. Many people have discovered coins worth thousands just by taking a closer look. Condition, rarity, mint mark, and year. These are the four key factors that determine a coin's value. A small letter on the coin, like D or S, can completely change its worth. Some mint marks indicate extremely limited production, making those coins highly desirable. The future of Liberty coins looks strong. As more collectors enter the market and historical appreciation grows, prices are expected to rise even further. Coins that are worth hundreds today could be worth thousands tomorrow, and here's the most exciting part: you don't need to be rich to start. Many collectors begin with small investments and grow their collections over time. Knowledge is the real power in this game. The more you learn, the better you can identify hidden gems. So next time you see an old coin, don't ignore it. Look closely. Check the design, the date, the condition. You might be holding a piece of history, or even a fortune. This is the world of Liberty coins, a world where history meets money, where art meets investment, and where a simple coin can change everything. Today we are diving deep into something that collectors, investors, and treasure hunters all dream about. Top Liberty coins that could be worth a fortune right now. Some of these coins have sold for unbelievable prices, reaching figures like $787,976 and even beyond, and the most shocking part is that many people still don't realize what they might be holding in their own homes. Imagine this for a second. A small silver or gold coin, something that looks ordinary at first glance, sitting quietly in a drawer for years, suddenly turning out to be worth more than a luxury car or even a house. That is the power of rare Liberty coins. Liberty coins are among the most iconic designs ever produced in American coinage. The image of Lady Liberty represents freedom, strength, and the birth of a nation. Over the years, these coins have been minted in different forms, including silver dollars, gold coins, half dollars, and more. Each version carries its own story, rarity, and market value. One of the most famous types is the Liberty head design. These coins were minted in the 19th and early 20th centuries, and they are highly sought after today. Their value depends on factors like rarity, mint year, condition, and historical importance. A single rare Liberty coin in excellent condition can easily sell for hundreds of thousands of dollars. Now let's talk about what makes a Liberty coin truly valuable. First is rarity. Coins that were minted in low numbers or have very few surviving examples are always in high demand. Second is condition. A coin that looks almost new, with sharp details and minimal wear, can multiply its value many times. Third is historical significance. Coins connected to important events or specific time periods tend to attract serious collectors. One of the most valuable Liberty coins ever discovered reached a price close to $787,976. This kind of value does not come overnight. It builds over decades as collectors compete to own a piece of history. Auctions play a huge role in determining these prices, where bidders from around the world fight to secure rare pieces. Another important factor is mint marks. Small letters on coins that indicate where they were produced can dramatically affect value. For example, coins minted in limited locations or special batches are often much rarer than standard issues. Even a tiny difference can turn an ordinary coin into a jackpot. Let's also explore the silver Liberty coins. These include Morgan dollars and peace dollars, both featuring Liberty in different artistic styles. While many of these coins are common, certain years and mint combinations can be extremely rare. Some collectors have found coins worth thousands of dollars in everyday circulation. Gold Liberty coins are even more exciting. These coins were used in real transactions long ago, and many were melted down over time, making the remaining pieces even rarer. Coins like the Liberty Head Double Eagle are highly valuable, especially in top condition. Their gold content combined with rarity makes them a perfect investment. Now here is something most people overlook. Errors. Yes, minting errors can turn a normal Liberty coin into something extraordinary. Double strikes, off-center prints, and misprints can increase value massively. These unique mistakes are one-of-a-kind pieces that collectors love. The current market for Liberty coins is stronger than ever. With growing interest in collectibles and alternative investments, more people are turning to rare coins. Prices continue to rise, especially for well-preserved and authenticated pieces. Experts predict that rare Liberty coins will keep increasing in value over time, but how do you know if your coin is valuable? Start by checking the date and mint mark. Look closely at the condition. Even small scratches or wear can affect value, but do not underestimate what you have. Some worn coins are still worth a lot due to rarity. It is always a good idea to get your coin evaluated by a professional grading service. Collectors also pay attention to grading scales. Coins are rated from poor condition to mint state. A higher grade means higher value. A Liberty coin graded near mint condition can be worth many times more than the same coin in average condition. There are also stories of people finding rare Liberty coins in the most unexpected places. Old family collections, inherited boxes, flea markets, and even pocket change. These discoveries are real, and they happen more often than you might think. Let's talk about investment potential. Liberty coins are not just collectibles. They are assets. Unlike paper money, rare coins have intrinsic value and historical importance. Many investors see them as a safe way to store wealth, especially during uncertain economic times. One more thing that adds to their appeal is beauty. Liberty coins are not just valuable, they are works of art. The detailed designs, the elegance of Lady Liberty, and the craftsmanship make them truly special. Holding one feels like holding a piece of history. If you are serious about getting into coin collecting, Liberty coins are a great place to start. Begin with affordable pieces, learn how to identify key features, and gradually build your collection. Over time, you might come across something truly rare, and here is the exciting part. The market is always changing. A coin that is moderately priced today could become highly valuable in the future. Timing, demand, and discovery all play a role in shaping prices. So next time you see an old coin, do not ignore it. Take a closer look. That small piece of metal could be worth far more than you imagine. This is coins, where every coin has a story, and every story could be worth a fortune. Stay tuned for more hidden treasures, rare finds, and unbelievable coin values that could change your life.